How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Ultimate Phantom figure from the Phantom of the Opera. Movie was originally released in 1925 and is starring the man of a thousand faces himself, Mr. Lon Chaney Sr. If you haven't seen this movie, you definitely need to check it out. It's a silent black and white movie, as I said, from 1925, and his depiction of the Phantom, or Lon Chaney as a Phantom, is absolutely incredible. The movie is amazing, and he did his own makeup too. That's why he's known as the Man of a Thousand Faces. So, but beyond that, guys, let's go ahead and get a look at the box, and then we'll get him opened up and get a better look at the figure. So for starters, I have to point out this awesome artwork on the front. Yeah, I definitely, the vibrant colors and everything. It's a really, and it depicts a scene from the movie. So yeah, definitely really nice, stellar artwork. Phantom of the Opera, Lon Chaney, Ultimate Phantom. Very nice. On the side, we got a photo shot of the figure, Phantom of the Opera, NECA Real Toys. And on the back, got some more photo shots of the figure, as well as the logo again, the Phantom of the Opera. And then finally, another photo shot of the figure, Phantom of the Opera, NECA Real Toys. And let's get the window opened up. Another beautiful shot of the figure, and there you go, guys. The Phantom. Absolutely excited. I can't wait to get this guy opened up and show him to you guys. I've been waiting for this guy for a while once they announced him, so let's go ahead and get him opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, I have to say this figure absolutely looks incredible. As mentioned in my last video with the Bride of Frankenstein, NECA really does capture the likeness of these figures pretty spot on. The detail in this figure, so far from what I've seen, is absolutely nuts. Yeah, I mean, it literally does look like the Phantom straight out of the movie. Yeah, absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and start off with the head articulation. Head does rotate all the way around. It does look like I believe it's on a ball joint, so you do get a pretty good some pretty good poses out of the head. But yeah, definitely pretty spot on. As for the arms do come up about, yeah, pretty much 90 degrees. It does rotate all the way around. There is a single joint in the elbow, but compared to other releases that have this similar single jointed elbow, this one actually comes up pretty well, I think. NECA did a pretty good job on this mold here. There is some rotation in the elbow. It's kind of stiff. It's fresh out of the box, guys, so bear with me. I don't want to have a video fail. A wrist does rotate all the way around. There is a bit of a bend back and forth in the wrist. As for the other arm, it does also almost 90 degrees. Again, it's fresh out of the box, so it's probably just stiff, but does rotate all the way around. Once again, single joint in the elbow, and then there is rotation, swivel in the elbow, and then there's rotation in the wrist, and then there is a bend back and forth in the wrist. As for the torso, I noticed on this one there's actually pretty good range of motion on this torso. I really dig it a lot, and I think that has to do with the mold of this guy. Man, it's actually a pretty good pose. Might have him pose like that when I put him on the shelf. But sorry, guys, it's like I'm really digging this figure already. And from when they announced it, I was like, okay, I need to pick this guy up. But he does have pretty good rotation. He's on a, seems like he's on a ball joint, so pretty good range of motion. As for the legs, does come up. You can't do the splits. I feel like this the tail end of his coattails here kind of hinder that movement a little bit, but does pretty much come up to do the splits. Looks like there's a single joint in the knee. Doesn't seem like there's too much rotation in the knee. Maybe there is, I just don't want to force it and have a video fill. Doesn't seem like there's that much of a rotation at the upper thigh. The foot, however, does have full rotation. It doesn't really bend back and forth too much. There is a bit of swivel left to right. So as for the other leg, rather, does also come up, does the splits. Single joint in the knee. Does come up, forward, not too much. Again, I think the mold here kind of hinders that movement, and definitely going back, the coattails as well as the way it's molded here definitely hinders that movement. Once again, the foot does rotate all the way around and doesn't appear to have any rotation in the knee. Now he might, but he might be pretty stiff, so I don't want to force him and have a video fail, guys. I have to point out too, while looking at this guy, I love the attention to detail on the jacket and on his vest here. I don't know if this camera picks it up too well, but it's like absolutely nuts. I don't know if you can tell the buttons there, and then the little creases. I mean, yeah, I'm really impressed with this figure. See the buttons there on the back of his jacket, and the seam going down the back. Yeah, guys, this is this figure is definitely, and NECA does it with all these Universal Monster figures. They knock it out of the park. So let's go ahead and put him off to the side, and we'll get a look at his accessories. So some of the accessories he comes with, guys, he comes with a couple of two pairs actually of swappable hands. He has one that's a gripping hand, and he has one that's more of a gestured hand, pointing. And I really, as always, I have to give it up to NECA for the attention to detail on these little accessories, like the hands and stuff. You can see the wrinkles, and you can see the veins there on his hands. I mean, the mold on these are absolutely insane. They look really nice. The other pair of swappable hands that he comes with, folks, are couple gestured hands, and I have to say, as always, like I said just now, I mean, NECA knocks it out of the park with the mold on these accessories. I mean, to include these like gestured hands, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. You can see the veins there on his hands, like I mentioned before, the creases in the skin, stuff like that. So, I mean, as always, NECA knocks it out of the park with their accessories. I mean, especially their figures. So, yeah, definitely, definitely excited so far about this figure. I love this release. Another thing he comes with, guys, he comes with a his cane. Now, if you've seen the movie, you know he comes with he comes with several accessories, and this guy does. NECA did put a lot into this figure, you can tell, but this cane looks super nice. Really dig this cane. Got the little gold there, and you know, just the little rivets going down. Up next, guys, he has his signature black hat. Now, again, if you've seen the movie, you'll know the part when he has his hat on when he's in disguise and stuff like that. But really dig the, it's a soft plastic, but really dig this accessory. It's really nice. I'm pretty sure it can pull double duty for another figure, but yeah, this is really solid. I love the coloring on this. It has that like classic black look. I don't know if I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it's really nice. I really dig it. Up next, he also comes with a soft goods cape, and I have to say this cape is pretty solid. It has that velvet look to it, and it also has a wire. It has a wire lining here, so you can kind of pose it. You can kind of pose it to, you know, how you want it to look on him. So really dig that. I love the attention to detail that NECA put into an accessory like this. There's a bit of a harder plastic up here, and I don't know if this picks it up, but there's a little bit of a strand here, so it would go around it can sit around his neck. And similar to the Dracula, there is a little peg here that'll sit in the back of his neck. So it fits ever so lightly down the jacket there. It should fit in there. But to put this on, you would have to take the head off, pop it back on. Not like the Dracula. The Dracula, it'll actually just kind of sit in there. But this one, I guess NECA updated it and put the little cloth here so it'll sit around his neck. But you'd have to take the head off, put that in there. So we have some head sculpts. So this is a default head sculpt he comes with, but he has 4 extra head sculpts, which I thought was pretty incredible. He comes with his disguised head sculpt, which, look how creepy that is. That's absolutely insane. You can kind of see the teeth, and I like the attention to detail that NECA left that in there. That is super awesome. But he has, you can kind of, like I said, you can kind of see the teeth there, but this is the mask part of his disguise. And I really dig the attention to detail on this. NECA really continues to knock it out of the park with these figures. I mean, they're figures overall, but I mean, the Universal Monsters line has been absolutely breathtaking. Whichever release that I've received, man, they've just been completely awesome. Up next, we got another, just a more of a stoic, neutral face head sculpt. I have to say, I love the detail on this. I love this look, where he's just kind of like stoic, neutral. I love the coloring in the eyes and around the eyes, the teeth. I mean, I don't know if this camera picks it up well, but I mean, you can see the rotting of the teeth. And again, I mean, back then, again, 1925, I mean, Lon Chaney Sr. was doing this makeup to himself. So out of just some kit that he had, and it's like incredible work. I mean, you really can't, I can't imagine what people were thinking back then seeing this, you know? But stellar head sculpt. I really dig this. The next head sculpt is more of like a sort of a creepy grin, a maniacal grin, and again, it's like, that is pretty creepy. And he's smiling, and he's just kind of like giving you that look. But really nice detail on this. I love the strands. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I love the strands in the hair. And again, the coloring around the eyes, and just, man, it looks absolutely stellar. I'm not too sure which head sculpt I'd pose him with. It might be this one, or it might be the default one that he comes with. I'm not too sure yet. But I have to say, again, NECA knocks it out of the park with these head sculpts, man. Really cool. The big reveal, the screaming head sculpts. I don't know if you'd really call it screaming. It's more of if you've seen the movie, there's a scene where the woman that he's after, that he's in love with, she pulls off his mask when he's playing the piano. So she pulls off the mask, and she reveals his face, and she is horrified. Obviously, I mean, look at the guy. Absolutely, this is nightmare fuel right here for the most part. But yeah, this was a big scene in the movie. My favorite scene actually from this movie is when he is dressed as the Red Death. And it'd be cool if NECA did a Red Death version of this figure. So I highly doubt they're listening or watching this video. But yeah, I think that would be pretty stellar if they did him in his Red Death costume. But if you've seen the movie, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think of that idea. I think that would be pretty cool, especially on NECA's part. Man, they would probably knock it out of the park with that variant. But solid release, guys, I have to say. I'm gonna pose them with this one. I'm not too sure. I'm still debating, guys. I really all these head sculpts are absolutely incredible. So I mean, if you have an opinion, or if you have like any thoughts, definitely comment down below. Let me know which head sculpt you think I should pose them with. With this one, the masked version, the evil grin, or just the neutral stoic, or with just the default head sculpt. So yeah, just comment down below. Let me know what y'all think, and what y'all think of the figure. Are you a fan of the Phantom of the Opera? Have you seen it? Is he one of your favorite Universal monsters? Do you like silent movies? Because again, like as I mentioned before, this is a silent film. It's one of my favorites. But again, I love most of the Universal monster movies. And as before, I've always said, Creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite. So Yeah, but I mean, this one is a pretty solid movie. Most of the original Universal Monster movies, I absolutely love. But again, guys, let me know what you think of the figure. Comment down below on your thoughts of it, as well as which is your favorite Universal Monster. If you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again for coming back and for the continued support. I really appreciate it. One big shout out I have to give to is Last Toy Store. I pre-ordered this guy from them, just like I did with the Bride of Frankenstein. And man, their shipping is incredible. Their packaging is incredible. Overall, those guys are awesome. They totally rock. So if you haven't checked them out, I'll leave a link below in the description to their website. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that. So yeah, definitely check them out. Beyond that, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and have a good one.